You know, been having a bit of fun just kind of vibing in Turf War. Might as well do more Turf War. Because you know what? Sometimes I just like, having those moments, those rounds in, like, either Turf War or Anarchy battles where I can just vibe, Just put on some music and just kind of vibe, Just kind of like play the game, Just not really to get good at the game, but just to kind of like, just kind of vibe, Just, and playing the game just to enjoy playing the game. I remember one time, I think it was like, when did when did Death Album 4 come out? Like, late? Actually, no, not Death Album. It was Death Album 4 from Death Clock. I think it was like mid to late August, I think. I remember just listening to that and playing Splatoon 3. One, I didn't expect to enjoy the album as much as I did, despite, not really being too much into the death metal scene. Which, don't get me wrong. Nothing wrong with death metal. Death metal can be good. Just not my go-to genre of music. That's just, in terms of like metal music, that's not what I tend to like gravitate towards naturally, And if you, but moving on, anyways, I remember thinking, one, man, this album's a lot, I'm actually enjoying this a lot more than I had anticipated I would. And two, man, this feels like such, I don't know, like, would say that as a whiplash? Like kind of like a mental, like, or I guess like a mood whiplash, or tonal whiplash makes sense. Because, we have, despite the kind of like background lore in Splatoon, like the Splatoon universe, being like this, I guess, post-apoc, I think it'd more so be like this universe where, like, rising tides and whatnot kind of got rid of all humans, and then, like, sea life pretty much, evolved over time and just took over, which is why you have inklings and octolings and whatnot. All different kinds of sea life pretty much just, like, occupying the planet now. But, like, it felt like such a weird, but also kind of, fitting mix. Which I guess should kind of make sense that we kind of mix, because there are, like, in-universe, Splatoon bands that do, like, rock music and whatnot. I think the band Seaside in this game does do a lot of rock music. Wait, how? What? How did we win that? Honestly, that was a super close match. Man. Alright, back at Mako Mart. Man, too bad I don't have anyone I could just, like, ask for a. I don't know. Maybe what I could do at some point is just, like, try to include a joke where I'm just like, I have, someone provide, like, kind of like voice clips or whatever, or at least like some kind of like commentary, recording where I just, like, kind of make a joke where I'm just like, hey yo fam, I'm heading up to Mako Mart, what you want? And then, like, I have a double kill apparently. No, no, but seriously though, like, just, like, have a bunch of different people, like, provide one or more players disconnecting shortly. You know what? I'm just gonna leave that up in the air, just leave that a total mystery. And I think I'm just gonna stop. I'm just gonna stop for tonight and just kind of, sit back and relax and just rest up because, man, I'm a little bit more tired than I thought, you know? Yeah, I should probably get some rest or something. I don't know.